Hey, how's everybody doing? I, myself, am doing real good. Last week was a great week. It was productive. The Isles of Torment reprint got sent to pre-press, so that's a huge task complete. And I got a lot of gaming in. I added it up, and I think I played about 20 hours of tabletop RPGs last week, which for me is a lot. At the start of this year, I was basically not playing anything at all, and I made it my goal to start playing more. And I have been. I've been playing every week, but this week was different. I had my regular weekly Wednesday game, but then this past weekend was the first Winnipeg RPG convention. A very chill, casual, fun environment with a lot of good people and a lot of games being played. I played a game of OSE with hosted by Jim, one of the guys who put this event on. Then the next day, I ran a game of Morkborg, running a truncated part of the Voidbirth adventure, and that was really fun. I ended up getting not just a full table, but more than full table because someone wanted to join in last minute. And I basically made the rule of whoever can physically fit at this table can play. The hero of the adventure, the one that basically gave anyone a chance of survival, was a little pet dog that one of the characters got as an item during rolling up characters. And this dog, every time it would bite an enemy, it would crit. Like it crit 3 or 4 times. It was absurd. So that was really cool and really fun. By the end of it, the mission was successful. They did save the world, but only one character survived. And then after that, that same day, I played my first game of Mothership. It was an adventure called Bloom, and it was run by Scott, who was one of the other guys who put on the convention. So I was technically a special guest on the poster and all that stuff, but I didn't have to do any seminars or panels or anything like that. I got to just spend my time playing games, socializing, meeting people. I finally met Adam. That's the guy that curates the awesome RPG section at a local bookstore here, McNally Robinson, that I mentioned recently in a different video. So that was cool. Yeah, it was really nice. Also really relaxing mentally. I didn't come home with too much stuff, but I did get some things. I got this book here. There's a local author and illustrator who is at all the events, and I've run into a bunch of times, but only finally got to know this past weekend. His name's Gregory, and he publishes under the name GMB Chomiak. He's got a huge, extensive library of stuff, and I grabbed this book from him. It's there's no words in it. It's well, he explained to me that it's essentially a manuscript written by an alien force that invades Earth. So there's lots of cool symbols and drawings and no actual useful information, but it's very inspiring, and I think it's would be just cool to use in other games. It reminds me of the, what is it called? I was trying to remember it earlier. I gotta look it up. There's this manuscript that exists that's kind of similar to that, and no one knows what it's all about. Manuscript, unknown language. It's like the voice something. What is it? Language. The Vonich manuscript. So it's a illustrated codex that's like handwritten in with strange symbols and weird languages. No one knows what it is or who wrote it. It's from the 15th century. Anyway, it reminds me of that. They also had their Dungeon Crawl Classics, just like a free version, which is really cool that they have a physical free version of the rule set here. It says everything covering levels 0 to 1. That's kind of neat because I don't actually have a copy of this, so this will at least let me kind of see what the mechanics are all about. And speaking of mechanics, I gotta say that Mothership probably had my favorite mechanics for stats and rolling checks. I don't know if it's the only game like this. It probably isn't, but it's the only one I've played where you have stats that are pretty high, like they go up to, I guess, theoretically up to 100. Like the modifiers are things like plus 10, 15, 20, 25, and you roll 2d10, well, a percentile die, actually, and you're trying to roll under it. So you'll have a stat in intelligence that's 35, plus an ability that gives you plus 10, and so on a percentile die, you're trying to roll under 45. And I don't, like, it seemed weird at first when we were making the characters, but in practice, it was really good. Like, I liked it a lot, and I can't completely explain why, but it felt somehow more natural than a lot of the D20 plus modifier systems that I've played. So having enjoyed Mothership, I went and bought a couple of modules. Actually, that's not true. I bought these before the game, but I was glad that I bought them after the game. Dying Hard on Hard Light Station. And I got the Basilisk, the Smuggler's Guide to 1365, and then lastly, Awaiting the Burning Gods. I do really think that I want to run Mothership because it's a very nice system, and I think it's great for conventions and one-offs because character creation is so easy. Probably the best character sheet that I've ever seen for a new player because it's laid out in steps. Like, this box says, roll these dice, enter it here, then next this, the next this. It's sequential and smooth. You don't need another reference book for rolling up your character other than the tables in the book for equipment and stuff that you get. Anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed Mothership. I really enjoyed all my games. My gaming heart is full. My social heart is full. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this week. Got my weekly game planned and getting closer and closer to the 2 books that we just published, actually getting here, and me being able to start sending out all the stuff that's been taking up my room here. I still got piles and piles of boxes waiting for the books to get here so that all this stuff can go away and get to people and get out of my way. Got racks for the conventions coming up, and yeah, it's a good time. So I'm excited.